Hey guys, it's Cardthrone. In this video, I'm going to be showing my TCGPlayer Direct reimbursement invoice. This is about 1,400 cards that I sold for a total of $418. So the average card price is only around 30 cents this time around. So not the best. Alright, so we start off with Magic as usual. Dominaria United. Some of this is from boxes I cracked in the past. Some of it's from bulk I picked up. Just a good mix of everything. AFR. Yeah, this reimbursement invoice is mostly just bulk, so you're not going to see anything of too high value in here. Usually when I do get in higher value cards, they sell pretty much instantly. Like anything above the 25-cent mark, you're generally going to be able to move a lot faster because there's a lot more demand. Especially when you're in the direct program, it's just super easy to move a lot of things. It's amazing how liquid the TCG market is actually. I'm just always impressed, even as just one person, how much volume you can do. There's a Mirrodin. Of course, everything is in reverse chronological order, so you'll see the newest sets first, and then it'll go back. Morning Tide, Homelands, and then special sets. That's one thing I don't really like, how TCGPlayer sets up their inventory for the pull sheets. Everything will be in reverse chronological order, except they'll separate out some sets like Jumpstart 2022. And what is after that? Open a lot of Jumpstart 2022. Honestly, it's probably still worth opening. The only thing that sucks about this set is it has so many different cards in it that it takes a long time to sort. I think there's like 600 cards in the set or something. You want to move cards fast in this market for Magic. Because if you're sitting on stuff for a long time, they're just going to reprint it and the value is going to tank. I think these anime spell stutter sprites shot up in value. I'm not sure why. There's people just like the anime arts. Like that one. I don't think that's an expensive card though. Then regular Jumpstart. Another set I was cracking a lot of. I still have some of the bulk left over. Of course, all the higher end cards already sold. PRC, NTC, Dominaria Remastered. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Magic? I still do crazy volume in Magic. It's my highest quantity for most direct invoices I send out. The bulk moves pretty well, but I have been doing really well with Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Finally got a lot of inventory of that churning. Well, not a lot, but enough for now. I'm starting to run out of space to actually store cards. All my shelves are getting filled up. I need to maybe in the future rent a facility. I'm just working out of my house currently. But we'll see. That's a lot of extra expense added. It might be better to just keep a more lean inventory and not stock maybe 100 copies of cards that aren't moving. Like if I have 50 copies of a bulk, or even like 25 copies of a bulk Pokemon single that doesn't move very frequently, at that point there's no point in adding more of that card to my inventory. So I need to manage my inventory better that way. It's one thing I could improve. Then moving into Yu-Gi-Oh! I did insanely well with like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk I purchased. Especially like a lot of these rares. I think they're not really like rares because in these particular sets, some of them are in the common slot. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't actually opened any of these sets. But a lot of this stuff I have like 200 copies of, but I move it almost daily. Like I've probably sold through 100 copies of some of these cards. Nice to have inventory like that that just consistently moves. And then some secret rares. Ultra rares. Super rares. The gold border, or the gold text rares. From Maximum Gold Eldorado. Bulk from that set has moved really well for me. But yeah, a lot of these rares just sell for 10 to 30 cents, but if you're paying 2 cents, that's a pretty good profit margin. And of course, if you have bulk to sell me, I'm always buying. Let's go to cardthorn.com. I do not really recommend trying to sell bulk singles yourself on TCGPlayer, unless you're just really bored and have a lot of time to kill, because it is a lot of work to sort through everything and manage your inventory and pack up all the orders every day and pull 1,000+ cards just to send them to TCGPlayer Direct. But I like to just throw in some podcasts and sort cards while I'm just keeping my mind occupied with other things. It does really get monotonous at times, but other times it's kind of therapeutic. I have here some of the 25th, was it 25th anniversary? Or 20th? I don't know. How long has Yu-Gi-Oh been around? Then moving into Pokemon. For Pokemon, a lot of the bulk we sell is usually trainers, but we do sell some Pikachu, some other random stuff from the newer sets as people are building out their sets. But honestly, Pokemon bulk singles do not sell very well if you're just trying to sell commons and uncommons, because there's going to be 100 other sellers that have 100 copies of the card listed. So you'll see we'll sell a lot of trainers. And then I've been trying to move a lot of the other stuff that's less liquid in bulk lots. Oh yeah, I list rares too. Rares do pretty well from time to time. And of course the reverses and holo rares always move really well. I do have a decent amount of Pokemon this time. And of course, anything before Sword and Shield, I like to have a lot listed. Just list all that stuff. It's gonna fetch a little bit higher prices usually and be more desirable just because a lot of this Sun and Moon, XY, even though those blocks are printed a lot, nowhere near the amounts that the Sword and Shield sets were printed. Guardians Rising, Fates Collide, Generations, Breakpoint, and then moving into reverses and holos. Let's see what we sold this time. A lot of the silver bordered stuff, Obsidian, Paldea. And SV base. For the newer sets, I just try to stock everything I get in. So I feel like if it's the newest set, you're gonna sell it at a lot higher volume than if it's like a set that's a year old, generally. As people lose interest and want to move on to the newer things. Crown Zenith. I love a lot of these like cards in Crown Zenith. Like just the basic Mewtwo holos are pretty cool. Of course, the textured water energy, those are pretty nice. Crown Zenith was a pretty great set. Silver Tempest. Lost Origin, Trainers, Reverses. Oh, that card? They might reject this. We'll see. We'll send it anyway. Didn't notice that damage before. I guess I can check later if I have another. I probably have another copy of that card I can replace it with. Trainer Gallery. I have so many Evolving Skies reverses and hollows. That set is probably the most opened set, and the set I see the most in people's bulk submissions. Just because the chase cards are so ridiculously hard to pull, people have to keep ripping and ripping. The bulk just piles up. Also, the sets before Vivid Voltage I found were printed a bit less because a lot of the reverses from the first 3 sets in the Sword and Shield block sell for a bit more. And move a bit better. Some Sun and Moon reverses. Pretty cool cards. And XY reverses. Hollow Gengar. I got that one in bulk. It's like a $7 card. So that was a pretty nice find. Got that one in bulk also. Also, pretty cool artwork. And just some of the birthday Pikachus that I end up not grading. So yeah, that's it for this direct reimbursement invoice. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.